Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. I'm breathing hard because I just came up the path. Man, that's quite a hill. It's about 6:10 in the morning. Sun's actually quite high already. It's kind of amazing. Got light this morning at about 4:45 for some reason. Almost like the days are getting longer when they're supposed to be getting shorter. With the rain that we just had lately, look at how the steps are all covered with beautiful green moss. The only problem with it is it's slippery as can be. Anything gets wet that's in the shade here gets algae on it or moss. We have a lot of problem with our cement here. Today Marife asked me to get the string trimmer ready for her. She wants to cut grass. I had to put on new pieces of string. First time I ever did that. That's pretty easy, but I'm glad there was still string in there. I probably would have never figured it out. We lent the trimmer to her brother, and he cut so many thick weeds and stuff, that brush, that the strings just wore down to nothing. Here's a weird one here. We got a banana tree with little bananas on it and a flower, and it bent over last night. That's bad, but actually there's termites in there too. For me it's good because I've been looking for a banana stalk. I want to cut this off down here in the bottom, and I want to break it down with the hose and rub all the gook out of it, and there's all kinds of fibers in there. Same with even the outside part. All these fibers here, these can all be twisted into pretty cool cordage or rope. But I think I can probably get a lot of nice 5 or 6 foot tall strands there. What you doing, buddy? You having a good time, huh? What are you doing? You're a good boy, aren't you, huh? We lost his buddy the other day, the volunteer dog. That dog got killed. Just such a shame. We need to clean this clump out. Next time I get some guys working, we're going to clear this clump out down to the ground. This is some nice area here. We could be planting some, maybe plant 1, 2, 3 papayas in here or something like that. Be nice. All our papayas are gone. We have one new one coming up that has fruit on it, right by the dry season garden. And that's it. All the other ones are gone. The drought destroyed them. But I put seeds all over the place, and I got a lot of seeds popping up, and I got a whole mess of seeds over in one of the keyhole gardens that we can transplant. I gave our friend Don a bunch the other day to take home and plant. So that's what we're going to be doing, and probably mostly in September we'll start planting papayas. Anywhere there's a space, we'll plant a papaya. And because when you plant them, you don't know what they're going to be. You don't know if they're going to be male or female, or some of them are morphidites, but we usually have males and females. And it seems as a rule, ones that grow by seed, about 75% of them are male for some reason. But I'd like to get this whole area here. I'd like to get 50 papayas in this stretch right here. It'd be nice. It's about 175 feet down there to the brush, maybe even farther than that. There's one of my favorite plants in the driveway. I was tried 2 seasons ago. I tried to plant these the whole length of the driveway in the center, so the car would just drive over the top of them. But they got burned out by the the drought too, the dry season. It was a wicked dry season the last 2 years. Absolutely wicked. Another thing we have access to is we have a lot of coconuts on the ground that are sprouting. There's probably 30 of them here in the yard. There's a whole bunch of them down there in my private area down there, my personal space. But they can be planted too, but they take up so much space. You have to plant those about every 30 feet. Maybe even farther than that, because the leaves will touch and then you don't have any sun at all. But I think they're called caladium. I'm not sure about that. My brother tells me every time he sees them, but I can't remember. These are getting eaten up by grasshoppers or something, I guess. What you doing, buddy, huh? What you doing? What you doing? He misses his buddy, the volunteer dog. That was his big pal. They raced around and stuff, and that one's gone now, so he's the only little one. His litter mate, we had a nice little brown female. That's just completely gone. That just disappeared. I think maybe it went down by the road and someone stole it. That's all I can figure. Because there's no animals here that would take a dog. Maybe a giant lizard or a huge snake, but we haven't seen anything like that, or I haven't seen anything like that around for a long, long time. Garden's doing pretty good. I have to transplant these aloe vera. They're in the full sun here, and they're not taking it well. So they need to go somewhere in the shady type area. But the sweet potatoes are cranking that I put in. I just laid down pieces of stem, buried them up. They're doing great. Some over there. My okra's doing good too. I thought they weren't going to make it, but they're coming up. You see these little plants right there? Those are all okra. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of them. And like right there, that green one right there in the very center of the picture, that's a squash. I don't see any other squashes coming up over here. Maybe way down there at the end of that row there might be a squash. But you don't need too many of them. There's one right here too. That right there, squash. I put those in about every 4 feet, all around each area here. But these just have sit. I only have 4 or 5 plants in here. They'll take over the entire area. I also have to start transplanting some of the lemongrass. There's some clumps I can pull out and put them other places. Those 2 clumps there barely made it through the dry season. In fact, they were dead, but they came back once it started raining. But you know, stuff like leaving a tree in there. I had the guys come here to do some work. Why didn't they cut this crappy tree out of here? You know, that's just going to be in the way. How you doing, buddy, huh? How you doing? Huh? You looking good, huh? These are just cranking here. I got to get some of these over to Don. All these right here where the flower kind of opens up. Inside there, those are all seeds. And I think the birds are eating them because they're spreading out all over the place. A lot of them are down here lower though, so they could be dropping on the ground and getting washed down by rain, but there's some down there about 30 or 40 feet down the hill. Our next goal when we ever get some extra money is we want to put maybe a 10 by 10 bathroom right here with a actual countertop and a mirror and stuff for Marife and Shannon. Maybe with 2 sinks, a shower in the corner with maybe 2 shower heads, and this will have its own pump, so it has lots of pressure. And then the other goal was, we'll never do this, but if we ever got a chance, from say this is the bathroom here, below the bathroom down here, I'd like to dig in the side of the hill and put in a maybe 12 by 15 or 12 by 20 pool, but would really be for storing water, and would catch all the water off the roofs and fill that up. One or 2 really good rains would fill it right up. That's what Philip has at his house, and just all it takes is one rain from his roofs and it fills his pool right up. Got the string trimmer out. Marife wants to cut some weeds. I put new string on it. Pretty easy once I looked at it. The secret is, will it start today? It ran for the kids when they were here working. It ran the other day for Marife's brother. But hopefully it'll start up for us today, and she can play with the trimmer a little bit. She likes doing that. She wants to keep everything all cut down if she can. What you doing, buddy, huh? What you doing? You're such a good boy, aren't you, huh? You are such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. He's the king. This guy here, I think he's the Joker, I think. But this one rules with a stiff fist, let me tell you. All the male dogs, we got 1, 2, 3 male dogs, and they are very subservient to this one because he just kicks their ass on a regular basis. This dog here is not doing very good. It's just been hardly moving around. I got a feeling someone got it some poison to it. Hasn't moved hardly 3 feet in the last 4 or 5 days. Used to just be full life. This was the queen of the puppies. It's not anymore though. The black one, that's a male. This is the mom of the puppies here. You're a good girl too, aren't you, huh? You're such a good girl. Look at you. You want to get rubbed, huh? You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. This is a dog I rescued from a gas station. I stopped to get some gas and it was tied to a metal grate where it couldn't even stand up. I went to town, came back, saw the dog still there. I went over to the gas station and said, I'm taking this dog. So you guys are mistreating it. And I took it, and she's been a great dog ever since. Alright, well, I'm just soaked here, guys, walking around. I'll go sit in front of a fan for a little while, cool back down, and then get the mower going for Marife. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Take care.